The crypto market has flip-flopped. Uno reverse completely changed over the last 24 hours. We've seen Bitcoin reach above $30,000 per coin to only be rejected and fall back down below 28,000. We've seen Tesla have quite a bit of news come out that has sent its stock plummeting. And in terms of regulations, things have looked great in terms of the EU and crypto. So today's video, I want to break down the most important things going on in the crypto market and tech world, and just things you need to know as an investor. So starting off with crypto, what we've seen is that Bitcoin's price had reached well above $30,000 per coin, crossing above $31,000 per coin. And in our last video, I spoke about how a key level in terms of technicals for Bitcoin was going to be on the weekly charts, was this orange rectangle right here, that we need to stay above this rectangle for at least 1 week. See, a week closing above it to prevent being rejected and breaking back down, because this acted as a key level of support and resistance over the last few market cycles. And we can see that exactly what happened was, instead of breaking out and instead of being able to confirm a close above it, we have fallen back down to right around where we were the last few weeks, right around $28,000 per coin, which is exactly what we had said would happen. I personally think we'll continue to drop a little bit further and retest this 50-day moving average right here, which you can see. But until then, just keep an eye out on the 50-day moving average and this orange rectangle right here, which is acting as a key level of resistance and support right around $30,000 per coin. When you're looking at other overall market news, we've seen that Bitcoin longs, people who have been betting, bullish on Bitcoin, putting a lot of leverage on their positions, have gotten completely liquidated. So out of the $158 million that have been liquidated over the last 24 hours, vast majority of this has been people who have been over leveraged, betting that the price of Bitcoin is going to go up in the future. So that's something that you just need to be aware of as a crypto investor to prevent yourself from getting liquidated. Don't take on too much leverage. It's not smart, even if you are extremely bullish. It's just unnecessary risk. And last thing with the overall market is that we have seen a major shift from Bitcoin and altcoins now into meme coins, because a new meme coin called Pepe the Frog recently saw over 500x increase. It went from about $100,000 market cap, $100,000 market cap, to over $100 million market cap. And this is a sign for me that things are very bullish and exciting for the crypto market. Things are finally starting to change, and we're no longer seeing people scared of the market. We're no longer seeing people only stick to Bitcoin. We're seeing people finally get back into meme coins. And whenever that happens, that is a great sign for the market. If you are trading Bitcoin, however, there are a few things I want to keep in mind. First of all, I've been doing a lot of trading, as you guys know, on Fairdesk. It's my go-to platform for trading, leverage trading for Bitcoin and Ethereum. I never take out too much leverage, but this is where I do it. And right now, Fairdesk does have a competition going on for copy traders. Ultimately, what it is that you need to apply between April 20th and April 22nd to be eligible to win 5 ETH. This is if you want to be a leader for copy trading. If you want to be a follower for copy trading, well, you can go ahead and enter this at any time between April 22nd and May 6th, and you can be eligible to win $30,000. So this is for copy trading, and we've gone over this feature in the past. Not only this, Fairdesk also has its $35,000 sign-up bonus if you use my link in the description. And on top of all of this, Fairdesk also just recently launched their proof of reserve. So if you were concerned about proof of reserve, safety, security, they finally launched this. 100% of user assets are reserved, and they're actually over-collateralized for most of their assets, as you can see right here. Not only do they have percentages and show you dollar amounts, but you can track each wallet address live. So you could, example, click on this Bitcoin wallet address, which it says has around 26.36 Bitcoin. You click on it, it brings you here. You see it has right around $770,000. You can do this for all of their different wallet addresses, which you can see right here. Now let's talk about what's been going on with regulations and with Tesla. What we've seen is that EU lawmakers recently approved the world's first comprehensive framework for crypto regulation. And this is a huge deal if you're an investor, because we have seen in the US, regulators have not been too kind to the crypto market. They've been quite bad, actually, and put a lot of roadblocks in the way for crypto companies, staking features, and any sort of blockchain or crypto related company. It's been very difficult in the US. We've even seen Coinbase potentially talk about leaving the US because of this. So the good news here is that EU lawmakers have officially approved the world's first comprehensive framework for crypto regulation. What this is going to do is that the European Parliament had approved a package of rules aimed at regulating the cryptocurrency industry for like crypto platforms, token issuers, traders. This is going to be around like transparency, disclosure, authorization, security, what's going to happen with stable coins. And the important thing here is that this is the first step in the right direction for the EU. It's going to bring some sort of sense of ease into the market for bigger institutional players. Many institutions have stayed away from crypto over the last few years because of all these issues with regulators in the US and abroad. But as we continue to see regulations come about, that is going to bring more money, more big players into the market. I think that's exactly what we're going to start to see happen in Europe now that we have this vote from the EU Parliament where they approved some regulation framework. Last thing I want to go over is going to be with Tesla. So if you're a Tesla investor, you've been following what's been going on there. Price has done pretty well over 2023. It's up fairly significantly since the start of the year, much like many tech stocks. But the thing you need to be aware of is that in their Q1 report, Tesla had a few big changes, and one of them was that Tesla has now officially increased U.S. prices for Model S and Model X vehicles just days after having their sixth price cut. So during 2023, they had over the last year, they've had 6 price cuts, continuing to bring down prices. A lot of people who bought Teslas last year have been upset because prices just keep falling. Elon Musk keeps dropping the prices, but now we've seen the first price increase. Why is this? Well, Tesla had, like I said, their Q1 earnings report, and things did not look as good as people were expecting. Tesla stock dropped over 9% to 3-month lows. This has a lot to do with profit concern. And in this earnings call, Elon Musk had said that Tesla is going to prioritize sales growth ahead of profit in a weak economy. He said it's better to shift a large number of cars at a lower margin, harvest that margin in the future as they perfect autonomy. And he says, although the economy remains uncertain, the EV makers' orders exceeded production. Ultimately, what he's saying is that their goal is to sell as many vehicles as possible. They're not worried about profit in the short term, and they're more worried about selling as many vehicles as possible. So when they have fully autonomous vehicles go live in the future, they'll be able to push out that software to all the cars. The problem is that investors were not too happy about this. Investors saw this as a negative. They saw lower profit margins, meaning not good news for the stock, and that was reflected. So the reason why we've seen Tesla increase its price as of recently, even though Elon Musk said it wasn't going to be a priority for profit, even though they had 6 consecutive price cuts, they've increased their prices because investors were not happy seeing profit margins continue to dwindle, and they want to see these numbers rise, not fall, even though it's a weak economy. So we'll see what happens here, but either way, Tesla has come down significantly over the last few days. This should help. This news that they have increased prices should help in terms of the stock price. So I'm going to keep an eye out on that. Either way, I'm a long-term Tesla investor, not too worried about what happens in the short term. And I do like their approach to selling more vehicles because I think long-term, having more vehicles, continuing to be the leader in the EV space is going to be much more important than short-term profits. They're going to be able to distribute their autonomous software. They're going to be able to eventually have autonomous vehicles for taxis. All of that's going to be much more important than short-term profit, in my opinion.